Hello everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the workshop. My name is Thibaut Jaberg, violin maker and student here at the Swiss School of Violin Making. So today you join me upstairs here in our secondary workshop. I came up here to find a little bit of peace and quiet because there are quite a few people working downstairs. So yeah, I came up here to film another video for my channel. It's been a while since I last posted a video, and more so it's been quite a long time since I last made a video about my personal projects. I think the last two videos have been about the Hardanger fiddle project, which I have with Anthony Panke. But yeah, today I would like to talk a little bit about what I am up to during school time, as well as one private project which I do outside of school time. So yeah, let's address the most obvious and biggest thing here on my the workbench. This is my my cello, which I am working on. This is my first cello, actually, the cello which I'm building for the school. And it is actually starting to to take shape. I am sort of closing into the sort of approaching the end of the actual woodworking part of building the cello. So actually I have already finished most of the major parts, and as you might be able to tell on video, they actually already have quite a bit of color. That's because these parts have actually already been in the UV cupboard for quite a while. I think for probably close to a month now they have been inside the UV cupboard. And the reason why I actually already put the separate parts into the UV cupboard is because like leaving the instrument in the UV cupboard for a long time can actually make the wood warp a fair amount. And especially what it has a tendency to do is to make the neck angles and the fingerboard projection height, it tends to actually have quite a big effect on those measurements. And so often if you are going to like set the neck at the perfect angle with the fingerboard showing at the perfect point so that you get the correct bridge height, and then you leave it in the UV cupboard for like 2 months or so to get a nice amount of color into the wood ground, then often you end up with a projection which is way too high, maybe 2 or so millimeters too high. So my idea is to first actually get some color into the wood, as much color as I can into the wood before I assemble everything. And then hopefully I will only need a few more days or so of UV light on the actual finished assembled instrument. And yeah, hopefully this will allow me to avoid this problem of like the necks like changing and the angle and the projection height changing too much. So yeah, that's the scroll, which as you can see, the neck is far from finished. I am currently working on the fingerboard, and I actually forgot to bring the fingerboard on my workbench, so I'm quickly going off camera to get it. But luckily now that I've got those brilliant microphones, you can still hear me. So yeah, the fingerboard is very special. It is actually an ebony wood fingerboard, which is a little bit unusual for me lately. I hope you can sort of see it well. It is ebony, but it's far from black. It is actually sort of striped somewhere between grey and brown, and one sort of quite black stripe. But yeah, the reason for me not using black ebony is because, well, as I'm probably already mentioned a few times to you, I'm actually quite a big fan of trying to find alternatives and more sustainable alternatives to ebony. But one thing which I also learned during my research on ebony and ebony alternatives is that actually most ebony trees don't actually have a completely jet black core. Most ebony trees are actually sort of streaked grey or brown or yellowish or reddish or any color really. You find pretty much anything in ebony trees, but black ebony wood is actually the exception. According to various sources which I found, like various studies that are actually quite scientific, I found that only about 10% of all ebony wood is black, and the rest is similar to this. So for me, it makes a huge amount of sense to actually use those streaked ebonies on our instruments, because yeah, otherwise we waste 90% of perfectly good, usable, like structurally good wood. So yeah, and yeah, this is like quite different to standard traditional, to a standard looking traditional fingerboard, and it took some work to convince the teachers to let me use this streaky ebony. But yeah, in my opinion, this is like the future of ebony wood, like in instrument making. We are sort of gonna have to start using streaked ebony woods more often, I think. Like if we look at guitar making, this is already very widely spread in the guitar making world to use streaked ebonies, and it can look absolutely fantastic as well. I mean, I'm really looking forward to see how this fingerboard looks on a finished varnished instrument, but I think it's going to look quite classy, I think. Yeah. So that's the cello, and otherwise in school time I am also working on my Baroque violin. I'm currently sort of towards the final coats of varnish on my Baroque violin. I'm not sure, I can't really remember how much I already talked about this Baroque violin in my videos. But yeah, if that's something which interests you, then just please leave me a comment down below, and I will talk more about this this instrument. But yeah, basically in a nutshell, if I try to quickly do a short version of the story of this violin. This is basically what I call a historically informed build. So I tried to actually research as much as possible into historical sources, into actual original Baroque instruments, and I tried to build this this violin as much as possible how I think a Baroque violin would have been in around the sort of mid 18th century was sort of my goal around. I tried to find always examples that were as close to 1740 as possible, because I had like one model by Santo Serafin from 1740, but this model didn't include all the information, so I sort of picked loads of other original violins to inspire this instrument. But yeah, this will soon be finished, and we'll soon hear it. I'm super curious to see or to hear how it sounds. Yeah, because this is again quite different to what we normally do here at school. Normally we build more like sort of modern Baroque violins, sort of aimed at modern violinists with modern ears, like used to playing modern violins. But this one is really as traditional, as authentic as we can do it. Yeah, and then one last project which I'm currently up to is doing a little revision on my viola. This is my my very small viola, which was like yeah, my own model which I designed with the aim to try and make a very comfortable viola for the musician, but still with a sound which is as big as possible. So yeah, I'm currently doing some varnish retouching. As you can tell, it needs a bit of retouching on the front around the bridge. And I actually removed the nut, maybe you can tell. And I'm going to replane the fingerboard because I'm not quite happy with the curve. And also I actually rented out this viola to a musician for quite a few months, and this musician has really extensively played this instrument, and you can like tell the fingernail marks and the strings that have really started wearing into the fingerboard. So I'm gonna replane this, and yeah, then it's gonna be all fresh, and I'm hoping to show this viola to some musicians quite soon, to some orchestra musicians, and yeah, hopefully I will sell this this viola. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. And these are the projects which I'm currently working on here. I also have my other viola model, my 393 millimeters viola model, which I'm currently varnishing. It's in the UV cupboard. The varnish is still a bit sticky. I did a coat not too long ago, so that's why I didn't bring it out here to show. But yeah, this one is also sort of also getting along. So yeah, I think I will leave it at that for this this update, like a nice little update. I think yeah, sort of a medium length video, sort of where I took my time to show you all the stuff I'm up to. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and otherwise I will see you very soon in the next video, which will probably again be an update on the Hardanger fiddle. So yeah, until then, take care, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.